Terrorist threats did not stop Charlie today from publishing its first edition since the attack last week, and it had an image of the Prophet Muhammad on the cover. Elizabeth Palmer now in Paris.
Everybody wanted one. Even people who don't normally like Charlie Hebdo lined up for a copy, for posterity or in solidarity.
Just as a citizen, I wanted to buy this magazine in support for the team who has been murdered last week.
France's Prime Minister showed off his as he left a cabinet meeting. And only hours after it hit the newsstands, today's print run, 700,000 copies sold out, though more are due on the shelves by morning. While the police are enjoying widespread support for their handling of the hostage crises, people are starting to ask why they didn't pick up any warning signs of the attacks, especially with suspects who'd been on the radar for years. These are photographs just out of Amedy Coulibaly in the kosher grocery store with his hostages. He had a criminal record for armed robbery going back more than a decade. Coulibaly and his wife were both being watched in 2010, but the surveillance was later suspended. Xavier Raufer is a security expert who advises the French government.
There is a huge difficulty for the French internal intelligence to understand that these young former or present gangsters can be dangerous. They despise them, you know.
As for the Kouachi brothers, Paris police monitoring them got suspicious this summer when they quietly moved out of their apartment to a smaller town.
And no follow-up?
No. That was about in the summer of 2014.
So that's a massive policing failure.
Total.
Bob, Professor Raufer underlines that France's recent terrorist attacks have not been committed by jihadi extremists returning from the battlefields of Iraq or Syria, but rather by these kind of petty criminals radicalized right here in France.
All right, Liz Palmer in Paris. Thank you, Liz.